Hello.
Hi.
I'm just trying to.
It looks like you're in two places at the same time.
Well, that's my special power.
That would be cool. I would love that. Run after my twins as they go in separate directions. Hey, Jeff. I can see his comment.
Okay, let's see. Let's put you there. Let's put you there. Okay, well, everybody, welcome to Tarot Pairs. My guest today is Karen, also known as Karebear, Bard of Cards.
Hi. Thanks for having me here tonight
And
for
thanks
Tarot
for
Pairs.
allowing me to delay because I was having the snooze of the dead.
I'm just glad you're okay. I was just worried. I was like, oh gosh, please don't let anything happen because, you know, I remember Jeff tarot us backwards that one time. I was like, oh
Being
yeah,
in
he's
the
in the
hospital.
hospital. Yeah. I was like, oh gosh, my mind will go there. So I'm just glad you're okay.
Well, if it was anything that dire, I think Hershey might have jumped in and taken care of things for me. But she's been busy all day. She's had private readings today,
Which is
so
awesome. Good. I'm glad she's getting those. That's awesome.
okay, Karen. So how this works is we take any fictitious context and we pick two random tarot cards, and then we read all four permutations: upright, 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 reverse, reverse, upright, reverse, reverse. To that fictitious context. So, the stakes are very low. There's,
I thought you were about to say hi.
no, it's just to let people know that if they've got a couple minutes, they can practice their tarot.
I think it's
And
great.
um, my thing is education, and I want to let people know that anybody can read tarot. The science of reading tarot is knowing what the cards mean, and the art of it is putting the story together um, behind the meanings of the cards.
It is an art.
So, um, some people are definitely going to be better storytellers than others,
For sure.
and that's all right.
Yeah. I try,
So,
but that's a skill I'm working on. Yeah.
okay, does any of our viewers want to give us a fictitious context?
Hi, Fatima. Hi,
Edema and Courtney have
Courtney.
joined us. Jeff's here.
Thank you so much for being here.
And do you have any context that you would like to experiment with, Karen?
Um, Sometimes in our, I take a tarot class too. Probably be like a forever student because just, I'm always learning, always growing with that. Um, and sometimes we do these exercises like where it's like a tarot date or something, and it's like, what would that date be like, or something like that. And usually this can kind of be funny. Wow, that's
So
like
Jeff came up
super
with
serious, but true.
addiction and relapse from alcohol. So even though the stakes are really low here, this would be a personal question that would be very high stakes.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's really, I mean, hey. it's a good way to try to, be practice sensitivity and discretion in your message.
So I can, so it wouldn't pay for me to be my regular bull in a china shop here then. And
Sometimes I'm a
tough
bull and I
love,
don't mean to be.
tough love only goes so far, especially if you're a distance from the person that's being affected by the addiction and relapse.
Yes.
Being there is the would be one of the better things. But then again, families and friends get burnt out if it keeps recurring.
There's a lot of complications, a lot
So
of
do you want to pick?
interactions.
Do you want to pick 2 cards, Karen?
Okay, just randomly from my
You can
deck.
pick randomly, or you can shuffle a deck and just give
Yeah.
me 2 cards.
Okay.
And I will pull them out of my giant deck and set them up for.
Okay. Got one. And I'll get the other.
Can you tell me the card you pulled, and then I'll look for it?
Yeah, mine came up. I've got the Queen of Wands reversed and the Six of Swords reversed.
And then I've also got my notes. If you want me to go through keywords, was the Queen of Wands? Well, we're gonna read them in order. Never mind. Duh.
Hey, this is your show, like you do. Because we're supposed to be like teaching at the same time. But I do read reversals. I mean, say like I'm, an expert by any means, no. But I mean, I can kind of give you my take a little bit. Keywords, or if you want to say keywords first, that's fine.
Okay, let's. And then I keep pushing
No
random.
surprise, my cards both were reversed because this, definitely seems like a troublesome, place where energies are being, blocked, trying to get past that.
Well, I am hopeful for this situation because I like to see the Six of Swords. Because it's a signal of moving on to not being subjected to abuse or
Exactly. Leaving
past patterns.
emotionally, distressing situations, or, just peace of mind with the swords. But a lot of the times there can be like actual travel too. So, yeah.
Okay, for our keywords for our Queen of Wands upright, we have confidence, leadership, passion, charisma, creativity, determination, warmth, courage, independence, and influence. And in her reverse position, we have manipulative, domineering, self-centeredness, temperamental, jealousy, insecurity, lack of confidence, overbearing, impulsive, and egotistical. And for our Six of Swords upright, we have transition, moving forward, journey, passage, mental clarity, guidance, calm after the storm, leaving the past behind, hope and progress. And reverse, stagnation, resistance to change, delayed progress, unresolved issues, feeling stuck, emotional baggage, difficulty moving on, turbulence, lack of direction, and unsettled journey. So let's see if I can get these.
Yeah, I'm using my Pamela Coleman Smith. I like the backs on these. And I like the muted colors.
That's the Centennial edition.
Yes. Yes, I like it.
Do you want me to start, Karen, or would you like to
go? Maybe like you start so I can make sure that I'm doing
okay.
it right.
So I broke my setup. I had a tripod and everything, and then the head of the tripod fell off and
of course
cracked where it ties down, with the screw.
Yeah.
So I got to figure something else out. Otherwise, bear with me while I make you seasick. Okay, so with alcohol dependency and relapse, we have the queen, and the queen is severe. So if I were reading this, the self disappointment in this would be, her very harsh judgment instead of the loving, empathetic, mothering type queen. This is going to be the one who actually flies off the handle, and uh, there's a lot of theatrics and sparks involved in this. And then when we come to our Six of Swords, she may give you no choice but to move on. She may be forcing you from her life and making you go to rehab or go it alone, because she's been through this many times with you, and she's just done with it now. And then when we have our queen sending our alcohol abuser away, um, it puts both of them in a shameful position that she wasn't strong enough to handle things and help the person with an addiction, but she sees that her decision is just, and I'm moving on, so I'm forcing you to move on yourself. When we put her upside down, and our sixes, get an echo. Are you getting an echo? Okay, well, I'll just go with it then.
But it's all right.
Our Queen of Wands, being reversed, she might come with a little more compassion. She knows that humans are fallible, and she's made mistakes in the past, and she thinks that by removing you from alcohol and putting distance between it, that could be very beneficial to you. And then when we've got her upside down, and her Six of Swords upside down, it's like they're allowing you to be delivered to the people that are going to be the most helpful for you. And I may wash my hands of it now, but let's let the treatment go through, and you have a future with me, as long as you complete the program and commit to it.
It's good.
Okay. Do you want me to pick cards for you, or do you want to use the same ones? Because
Doesn't matter to me.
we can get the same, or we can get different readings out of the same cards.
Yeah, I kind of had a different story, line in my head.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit at do you is there anything like I need to do different on my end here?
You're good.
I'm okay? All right. Okay, so I'm gonna look at this as I'm the Queen of Wands and I'm being shown like my reflection here. I wonder if I move my phone down, if that'll help at all. I don't know. Sorry. I don't think so. But anyways, okay. Well, I'm just gonna start off with like upright. The Queen of Wands upright is very bold. You're concerned with she's courageous and she's very self-assured. If I was looking at this as myself, it'd be like, hey, you've got this. Or to someone else, and I was seeing that as them, you've got this. You can sail past the troubles that you had in the past because you've taken control of your life now. And just let your brightness and your inner light shine. And maybe even take a vacation. Uh, over water somewhere and get away for a little while and celebrate because you've come a long ways. Just just recognize your inner power and keep going. If I wanted to, hi Hershey. Now we can reverse the Queen and then leave the Six of Swords up, or okay.
Reverse the 6.
Reverse the 6 next. Okay, sure. All right, well, here we go. I would read this as right now you feel like you're in control, but don't get ahead of yourself because you've really got to focus and stay in your power, because there's going to be something that happens in the future, or or an event that's happening that is going to test you, and you might be back in the rocky waters again. You're going to repeat a cycle. So please, keep that in mind to try to keep your self control. Then we can move on to the next. Yes.
Reverse Queen, upright, 6.
All right. So the 6 is up right now and the Queen is reversed. Oh my. Okay. I would look at this as other people are leaving you because you've lost control, or you don't really have any confidence in yourself. And I see this as people abandoning you if you don't take back control of the situation. And also with the Queen of Wands, she's really like a creative type too, and thrives on being social. Maybe I would suggest to do something that lights your soul up, so you don't push away the people that love you. And then we can do both of them reverse.
Both reverse.
Hi, Indy. Hi, Petey. Hi, Flowing. Hi. both reversed. Now I look at this truly like almost like I want to blend them together and just say that the Queen of Wands, reversed is, uh, I mean, maybe even like partying too hard or just really, yeah, not just out of control. Um, I don't know the root of it. Perhaps there's a lack of self confidence. But anyways, she is not in her good energy here, and it's repeating patterns. It's not stabilizing. It's not. It's only creating more drama and conflict, and it leaves you stagnant in the situation because you want to see that Six of Swords upright and the Queen of Wands upright. Queen of Wands does not like, I mean, is not really a good reversed energy to be in. So, or also I could see somebody who's just being, maybe belligerent, rude, and um, in that condition. It doesn't serve them well, and it only creates problems for them. So they never find any peace. That's kind of how I would read them going around one way, anyways.
Yep. Very good. So,
Okay, hopefully I did
so
that
you
all
can
right.
see that, just depending on the positions of the cards, we can get our four different meanings with just our two cards. So, um, this is a good exercise to practice on your own, to get you used to and familiar with your cards and how you read them. And, also you can get those intuitive hits off the cards without being under the pressure of, a live reading, um, you know, being on camera. Whatever insights come to you, you can add to your journals and incorporate into later readings that you have.
Yeah, I get a lot of insights, and sometimes like turning to um, a deck. I like Rider Waite Smith, like where it's the interpretations are pretty standard, but I like seeing different art and picking up from the imagery in a card too to get added glimpses of things might stand out to me, and I'm like, oh, there's something to do with you'll see something in the background of it and can pull it in, and it just enhances the reading to me when you really pay attention to the art as well. And sometimes I need to go outside of the Rider Waite to do that more. I'm more inspired to do that. But the Rider Waite's my study deck. Does anybody have another situation?
I'm putting one in right
Okay.
now. Sibling rivalry. You know, only children don't get this concept. That if there's multiple children, that they're all always jockeying for position and attention, and um, how
Definitely.
do I push you? How do I push you to decide and be mom and dad's favorite? Um,
I see it with my twins already. They fight. I mean, they're only two, or they're about to turn two, but yeah, they'll fight over toys and whatnot. They can be holding the exact same thing, but it's like, no, I'm going to take both of them.
and are they showing twin telepathy yet?
No, maybe a little too young for that, but they do. They are Pisces rising, so I anticipate that you're going to have a strong intuition. They're Aquarius moon and they're Gemini suns like me, which is really funny because we've got like what that makes like six of us right there. You double everybody.
Six personalities in one.
Six, yeah, six minds all running around. That would be a good one too. I like the sibling rivalry. And then, yeah, we can do blind spots. Hey, Rossi.
Okay, so let's see what I pick up for sibling rivalry.
Ooh, Pisces sun, Aquarius ascendant. Huh. So that like makes you very like soft and dreamy, but still kind of really independent and a little bit aloof at sometimes to people. It can be really, it's kind of hard, I think, for people to read the two together sometimes. I wonder what your moon is, PD. It makes me nuts. Aquarius is really like an awesome energy, though. They all are. I think they all have their goods and their bads. My girls are going to be really like with that Aquarius moon, very stubborn. They'll probably break some hearts later on in life too. Cancer moon. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So water, and then you got the air and the ascendant. Yeah, people gotta watch out with the Cancer though. Is like Cancer is like a mama bear, ton of energy. It's all about like the home, the house, those comforts, but you just, there's a there's a limitation. And yeah, a Cancer be all sweet, but better watch out. They'll jump on you. I'm a Cancer Mercury, so yeah, I can like find like I'm just like will be triggered by something. Triggered easily. That's a good way to put it. But yeah, they gotta watch out. Don't mess with my babies. Yeah, mama bear. All right. So we've got the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. Me first this time, or you first?
Either way.
Well, I guess we can switch it up. And we'll go that the other way. Oh goodness. I mean, let me think of what perspective I'm asking this from. I see this like maybe a parent. Hey, Amanda. Maybe a parent kind of looking like me, like kind of looking at my children's behavior and trying to balance the strong, weighing the pros and cons of, knowing that you're always going to be disappointing one while making the other happy. In my case, so I see that juggling. It's like thinking, weighing, whether or not something is a good option or not. It doesn't have to just be like juggling finances, or maybe you're juggling like, I can't really afford to do this for this child. So, but if I do this, and then you're lost in the options there, a choice has to be
You're pretty
made.
much doomed as a parent that no matter what you do, it's going to be wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you just see all of these, possibilities, and you've got to make a choice, and you can't stick there forever in the choice. I would just be like, oh, why do I have to decide? Yeah, I feel like it's like a no-win situation with that one. But the Seven of Cups can just be like feeling confused about what to do, really. And then we can reverse. Yeah. Okay. I look at this immediately and see a relief in this situation. I think you weighed in and balanced where to invest your time, resources, or money towards one of the children involved, and you have become clear of a choice. May not make everybody happy, but you have made your choice, I think, with the reversed seven. Or sometimes too, your hand could have been feel like you just had to make a choice or were forced into a choice at times. But I like to think of it as being clear of a choice finally, after being lost in deep thought. All right. Now, yeah, I don't like seeing the Two of Pentacles in reverse. You're not handling, you're not balancing your options well here. There is no good choice here, and it's just off balance. You're not going to win here, and also just sitting there looking at everything, just dreaming that what's going to happen if I do this, and what's going to happen if I do this. Just staying there only perpetuates the lack of balance that you're feeling at that moment. It doesn't do anyone any good. Get back on track. Yeah.
That's why I hated this.
Ooh.
But I'm already tired of holding the phone.
Yeah. Okay. So sibling rivalry here. Yeah. Okay. Well, I say I'm late looking at my kids in this one. I'll switch it up a little bit. They are out of flipping control. They are out of control. It is just chaos here. And I have no choice but to decide that neither one of them are going to get what we were deciding on for their bad behavior there. So maybe it wasn't bad behavior, but anyways, everything's just out of control. And yeah, I feel like my hands forced there, and I'm just going to make a choice to not choose one or the other.
Well, in the case of sibling rivalry, I would say that parents try to be neutral and fair, and treat each child as an individual, yet try to give them as much as they possibly can as far as enrichment and choosing things that make the child feel independent. But sometimes the children can be overwhelmed when there are so many choices. I did this last time. I could try this or this or this or this, or let's try to pick the least of evils and the best outcome for me. But those cups don't hide the negative aspects or the positive, or they hide the positive aspects of the negative things, and they hide the negative aspects of the positive things. So, still being in that sibling rivalry stage, which people don't outgrow as long as parents are still living. Um, the choices are immense and could become overwhelming. When we've got
For sure.
the choices reversed, it's like, okay, I let my sister have what she wanted last time, and I sacrificed. Now it's all my time, and she she doesn't get a second prize while I get to do what I want. It's all about me, and
I like that.
you've got those blinders on, um, and it can show an ugly side of people in the rivalry game. When we got this, it's the rivals feel totally unbalanced. It's like, how come they always get their way and I never get my way? And so they're looking at grabbing all the cups that they possibly can. If they can manage to wrangle all seven of them, they want all seven choices. And you know, leave sister or brother in the dust because they got what they wanted last time. It's all about me, 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 me. It's a new opera this time.
I think that's good.
And then,
Like you did good.
well, I have a sibling, so
Yeah.
it came to
I
me.
have one. He's 12 years older though, so it's like more like having an uncle,
And then when we've got this out of balance situation, and it just may seem hopeless that we're stuck, um, even though it looks like we have a lot of choices. We don't really have any good choices
Mm-hmm.
to make us happy, or to um, make the other person sad. Sometimes that dynamic is in it as well. So
Yeah.
what can I do to cause as much consternation and hopelessness and despair in my brother or sister's life?
What can I do to help end theirs? Sibling rivalry. Indulged in decadence and no discipline by learning. That's reading Jeff's.
I know we had a couple contacts coming.
I remember what was the one Petey said? Blind spots. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be a good one.
I guess I'll just type it in.
Okay. Do you want me to see what comes out of my deck on these?
Yeah, go ahead. And then
Okay.
I'll find them.
All right. Blind spot. Look at the blind spot here. I'm using my tarot over this time. Just I want to see. It's my favorite. It's like my soul deck, and I'm writing poems on my channel about it. Each card in it, but the art really speaks to me in this deck. So we can show like the Rider-Waite. And I can hold up, one of mine if I see like, and added something in it that She's pretty true to sticking to the Rider-Waite interpretations, but just different art. All right. You've got to be kidding me. This is interesting. I got 2 6s. I have a return of a 6 of swords from a different deck here. Okay. And then I have a 6 of wands in reverse that came out. So
Okay, we're just gonna take them
and I'll let you do
in our positions, upright,
yeah.
starting.
2 6s.
Was it the swords that came out first, and then the wands?
Swords and then the wands. Mm-hmm.
And I know you've been following us on our tarot journaling.
Mm-hmm. Yes, when I can, I do. Hi, Harley.
Wow.
Yeah, if that Sunday's not too crazy, I always try to pop in.
In the context of blind spots, it's, I would say, our 6 of swords says, for self-preservation, I need a change of scenery. I've tried this in the past. It doesn't seem to be working. And once I get to the other shore, I'm bound to see victory because it didn't work for me any other way. When we put all our eggs in one basket and say a change of scenery is what I need, and then once you get there and the reality of money and place and home doesn't come to fruition, you just feel crushingly defeated at times. What can we say about our double 6s when we're forced to move on? You know, we were comfortable in our situation, even though it was chaotic for us. Sometimes we get used to the chaos, and we really didn't want to move on, but other people see it as going to be a victory for us if they force us to move on. It seems to be not of the person's choice here. And then
I like how you do that with the that's an interesting spin on that reversal of the 6 of swords. I'm gonna have to put that in my little middle bag here.
we're supposed to be both reversed on this one.
Well, I didn't correct you. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So when we're all upside down in it, it's like we've got the clarity of the 6s, and that's returning to stability. We have the upsets of the 5s, and the discord and the arguments and stuff like that. We've come back to the 6, a more stable position. We've got the nostalgia card and we got the charity card that are round out this foursome. But when we're upside down, it's just it's a mess. It's like emotionally you can't handle it, so somebody's got to get you there. They got to pack up your goods. They got to throw everything in the trunk. They got to take you and your kids and get you out of the situation in the middle of the night, even. And then you don't see it as a victory in the end because you're totally invested in the past. You're not you're not investing in your own future or seeing how future events can be of betterment to you. So that's what I would say on these.
Sounds good. Um, just for some variety. And I was gonna show maybe like I can do one at a time, really. I can't do both of them here. I'm too close up. But this is the Six of Swords from the Tarot of the Abyss. And I really like that she's just riding a bird above all these really stormy waters. And you can see the swords pointing down into the ocean. And if you look really in the distance there is another boat in the calmer waters. And right now, I would look at somebody and say, right now, I think, this your soul is telling you it's time. It's time to make this journey, whether that is, literal or figurative. And whatever you're leaving behind in that Five of Swords, um, it's time to move forward. And it what you might not be seeing, though, yes, it's not going to be easy. It's going to take it's going to be a change, but it'll be a change well worth it, because you are finally going to get the recognition and the honor that you deserve. And you are going to feel very accomplished if you take that journey. I really like this one too, with the ballet in the audience clapping, and she's taking a bow. I really think that's a nice Six of Wands. And then I reverse my Six of Wands. Now I'm going to read my blind spot a little bit differently. I mean, here we're still in the same, leaving something that was emotionally and mentally stressful, and taking this journey, needing, either doing it now or needing to. But the blind spot here might be that running away from that problem itself, or moving forward, doesn't really solve it. You're not going to get the results that you would hope for. And I would rethink maybe your blind spot. In the Five of Swords, there's always that question about the people in the background and in the foreground. Who did who, wrong, or maybe your blind spot is that you really weren't on the right side of things here, and you're going to make things worse, and you're going to feel disappointed in the end. Then the next one, we reverse the Six of Swords, and the Six of Wands is upright, correct? Okay. All right, with our Six of Swords reversed, the blind spot immediately comes out in the situation here, is that you're not seeing that you are tolerating and perpetuating stress, this mental stress. Like nothing is evolving, moving forward. Sixes are about harmony a lot of the times, and that kind of dynamic. And there's no peace here. But I would say, like, you're not even really taking the time to sit and think about that. And if you can do this, then you can feel this. And feel like you're celebrated, feel like you're loved, and you're going to feel like you really had a great accomplishment at the end of that. Now we take both and reverse them. Okay, so our blind spot, we're stuck here. Um, Maybe not the blind spot here. Maybe we feel like we're stuck. Um, and our environment isn't great, but I would say the blind spot is whatever path that you think that you need to transition to take that. It might be in a different direction, because if you continue to go in the direction that you're going now, you're still, going to feel, um, you're not going to feel any joy in it. Actually, nobody's going to recognize you there either, or people are going to take from you in just a different place or a different setting. I would say your blind spot is figuring out what's causing this really. Why are you here really? Um, and I mean, I would even maybe, that's sometimes some shadow work, some therapy, um, because where you're headed right now is not resolving anything. So that's one take on it.
Well, Karen, I want to thank you for being here with me. What do you have coming up in the near future for your channel?
Well, I was pretty busy this week. I was doing a lot of lives. I did a shuffling live on Monday with Kaylee over at Woo Woo Wonderment, or we actually did it on my channel. And then I feel like I'm forgetting. There's like a lot of stuff going on. Then I did one today with Jackie. It was an astrology live, and then I did Tarot Tuesday talk with Spiritual Rain over at her channel, because Heather couldn't do it, and then actually Jackie couldn't show up either. So we did the Emperor and that. So I had a lot of lives, and then tonight I've written some more poems. I am going to be putting some videos out. I've just dealing with the new job and all the paperwork that they want. It's with a hospital, so the medical paperwork's a lot of forms. Um, and I have to do those first. But tomorrow, I definitely want to put out a video. It needs to happen. And oh yeah, Heather's taking the week off. That's all. Yes, this was the tarot of the book. And that's what I'm writing my poems on, or each one of these cards too. So I'm going to put out a poem on one of the cards tomorrow. Um, and then I think I want to try to do a pop-up live, and do some live readings here and there. But I don't know that I have anything set in stone scheduled right now, but I'm working on it. I'm emailing Hershey about that scavenger hunt sometime, and I've got to reach back out to a few other people.
You are so brave to do that. That would cause me so much stress to have my cards all out at one time, and then having to find them and put them back in their boxes, just because I don't have fine hand motor coordination anymore. It's just like, that just sounds like a chore. But the people that do it have a fun time. So
yeah, I'll have to look. I try to look at all the images on my tarot decks, and it's funny, past scavenger hunts. I'm like, oh man, look at all these bluebirds. Or I'm like, there was a green couch, or it's a green chair. I would have done that, Yeah.
God's green couch on the Simpsons tarot. They're all gathered in front of the TV.
Ah, is that it? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was wondering where that green couch was. Ah. Hershey comes up with some really challenging ones. I have a feeling you're to be like, oh man, why did I get myself into this? I'll use some creative license and have fun with it. I like trivia and things like that. And
Well,
yeah,
she
I find
ran out
myself
of
playing.
like all the standard imagery, like show me a card with a snail on it, and a
Yeah,
sunflower, and and anybody who's had a tarot class like can try to pull those images up in their mind and know what card it's on. But then when you get into these specialty decks, they don't illustrate them quite the same way.
exactly. I'll just be like, oh gosh, I think this one had that sort of thing. But I'm taking a mental inventory right now. I have got a slightly competitive streak in me. It's very subdued, but I like the mental challenge of it a lot. So I want to like I'll probably be like talking to myself, and but it'll be fun. I'm like excited by the thought of that. Uh, so
Well, Karen and viewers, thank you for your patience. I just let um, nature take its course and let me put the body into downtime mode. I'm sorry that it caused any inconvenience for you, but I'm so grateful that you all showed up and participated in this with us. And I just want you to remember: be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and go out and make it a great day.
thanks, y'all.
Night, morning, afternoon. Bye,
Yeah,
all.
wherever you are. Bye.